Hello and welcome to my roundup of Bayern's 26-27 preseason friendlies. Bayern's first friendly was a 2-1 defeat to 3rd Division German side Wiesbaden. Bayern had a weak roster but managed to score through a Bischoff penalty. This game contained lots of sloppy play and goalkeeping mistakes. In the 9th minute, Bayern's youth goalkeeper misplaced a pass and Wiesbaden won the ball back in Bayern's half. After some quick combination play by Wiesbaden outside of Bayern's box, Artiala was left unmarked and slotted the ball low at the near post that Bayern's goalkeeper should have saved. In the 57th minute, Tim Binder received a long ball and drove towards the Wiesbaden box. He went one-on-one with a defender, and did a chop to get past. The defender fouled him after, conceding a penalty. Bischoff stepped up to take the penalty. His shot was almost saved but squeezed through the keeper into the bottom right corner. In the 65th minute, Bischoff dribbled past multiple defenders in the Wiesbaden box. His shot from a tight angle was saved by the keeper. The follow-up header by Binder was weak and the keeper comfortably caught it. In the 82nd minute, Bischoff tried his luck from a free kick just outside the box on the left side. His shot was headed towards the bottom right corner, but the keeper got down to make the save. In the 83rd minute, a Wiesbaden player cut inside but his shot was weak. Ulrich came to comfortably collect the ball, but he spilled the ball. A Wiesbaden player pounced, but Ulrich saved his shot from close range. The rebound fell to another Wiesbaden player, who was able to go around Ulrich and comfortably tap the ball in. These were my insights for the match. The first is that this result was always going to happen with such a weak roster. The roster was mainly composed of youth players and sale candidates. The only players from the senior team was Tom Bischoff and third-choice goalkeeper Sven Ulrich. The second is that Wiesbaden dominated. In the first half, very few of the youngsters really stood out and they committed sloppy giveaways. Wiesbaden dominated the entire half, and got a goal for it. After some senior players were subbed on in the second half, the momentum shifted to Bayern until Bischoff's goal. After Bischoff's goal, Wiesbaden again looked more dangerous, and got another goal for it. Bayern's best players from this match were Tom Bischoff and 19-year-old winger Tim Binder. Bischoff ran the midfield and scored. Binder had some good dribbles and won a penalty. None of the youngsters really impressed except for Tim Binder. Macon Cardozo and Felipe Chavez also had okay games. The returned loanees did not impress either. Armando Sieb and Sasha Bowie were disappointing and will likely be sold. Joao Palhinha and Arijon Ibrahimovic were pretty average. Their futures remain uncertain. Bayern thrashed amateur German side Rottach-Egern 15-0. Young talents Pavic, Asomo, and Nuric all scored. New signing Bara Ndiaye also scored. Talents Felipe Chavez and Macon Cardozo both bagged a brace. Returned loanees Arijon Ibrahimovic and Armando Sieb also got a brace. Palhinha, Pavlovic, and Kimmich capped off the scoring. In the 11th minute, Palhinha played a ball over the top to Chavez, who was able to get past the defender and chip the keeper. In the 2nd minute of first half stoppage time, Sieb played a chip ball to Ibrahimovic, who controlled the ball and half-volleyed it into the bottom right corner, bagging a brace. In the 3rd minute of first half stoppage time, Bischoff played the ball to Chavez, who backheeled it for Cardozo near the byline. Cardozo drove forward and slotted the ball into the back of the net. In the 56th minute, Palhinha drilled the ball into the bottom right corner from the edge of the box. In the 59th minute, Bischoff played a long ball to Sieb. The keeper came off his line and Sieb was able to head the ball over him, scoring his second. In the 66th minute, the ball was cut back to Bara Ndiaye outside the box, who unleashed a rocket into the bottom left corner. In the 67th minute, Asomo was able to physically win the ball back outside of Rottach's box. He went through on goal and buried his shot into the bottom left corner. These were my insights from the match. The first is that this was a much stronger squad with the German and Asian internationals arriving. Out of the 21 players that played, there were 8 first-team players, 4 returned loanees, 6 experienced youngsters, and 3 others. The second insight is that this was complete Bayern domination, which was not surprising. Rottach had 0 shots on target, and had almost no chances except for a few corners. The best players of this match were Tom Bischoff, Arijon Ibrahimovic, Macon Cardozo, and Felipe Chavez. Bischoff was able to control the midfield, and the attacking midfield trio were able to create lots of chances and score. Armando Sieb had a very poor first half, but was able to improve in the second half with a brace. Arjan Ibrahimovic was one of the best players on the pitch, creating and scoring lots of goals. João Palhinha had some good tackles, but his passing was a bit lacking. His future is still uncertain. Sacha Boey had an okay game due to the very limited offensive threat from Rottach, but he will still likely be sold. Macon Cardozo and Felipe Chavez were very impressive in the attack, both combining for 8 goals. Bastian Asomo was a dangerous physical threat up top in his limited minutes, even scoring a goal. Filip Pavic also controlled things from the back, despite the limited offense from Rottach. The rest of the youngsters had okay games. Nathaniel Brown had a solid game but was not able to show off too much due to the limited offense from Rottach. Bara Ndiaye had a great game in his limited minutes, making lots of runs, key tackles, and he even scored a belter from outside the box. Bayern's first friendly of their Asia tour saw them defeat Korean side Jeju SK 2-1. This game saw Bayern's more experienced youngsters shine as the senior players still integrated into the squad. Rising stars Felipe Chavez and Bastian Asomo scored in this game. In the 11th minute, De La Riviere drove towards the byline from the right side, but his intercepted pass was poorly cleared. After some scrambling in the box, the ball fell to Felipe Chavez at the edge of the box. Chavez's initial low shot was accidentally blocked by his own teammate De La Riviere. The rebound fell back to him, and he slotted his low shot into the bottom left corner. In the 15th minute, Mateus Ayas was able to get past 3 defenders inside the Bayern box, as well as pulling a rainbow flick on Min Jae Kim. He then teed up Chang Min Lee at the center of the box, who shot the ball into the top left corner from close range. In the 26th minute, Ito tried to head a loose ball back to Erbig, but Erbig had come far off his line. The ball sailed just inches wide of being an own goal. In the 41st minute, Palhinha played the ball to Asomo at the edge of the box. Asomo set himself and smashed the ball into the net from outside the box. In the 89th minute, Stanisic put in a cross from the right side which met Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic's weak volley was saved by the keeper. The rebound fell to Diaz, whose shot was blocked. The second rebound fell to Pavlovic, whose shot from the edge of the box was blocked again. The final rebound fell to Nathaniel Brown, who tried to lob the keeper, but the ball landed on the roof of the net. These were my insights from the match. The first is that these youngsters are the best of the best, and many should get chances in the first team very soon. Felipe Chavez was the best player on the pitch. Asomo, Bara Ndiaye, and De La Riviere were all threats in attack. Manuba and Pavic also had solid games. The second insight is that Jeju were very dangerous the whole match. The Bayern backline was frequently exposed, being comprised of 2 youngsters and 2 bench players. Jeju had tons of counterattacks but could only make it count 1 time. Jeju were also pressing well and Bayern had lots of sloppy giveaways. The best players of this match were Bischoff, Felipe Chavez, and new signing Bara Ndiaye. Bischoff controlled things from midfield while Ndiaye showed his versatility, being good defensively and offensively. The standout performer was Felipe Chavez, who was a constant threat on the right side and even got a goal for it. Palhinha played well this game, acting as a screen for an otherwise weak defense. He made some key tackles and stopped a few counterattacks, and he even picked up an assist. He will have to keep fighting to clinch a spot in Bayern's midfield for the upcoming season. Sacha Boey also played solid in his limited minutes, helping progress the ball and putting in a few crosses. He will still most likely be sold. Arjan Ibrahimovic didn't do too much in his limited minutes except for missing a big chance. He will look to prove himself next game as he is expected to start against elite opposition Aston Villa. De La Riviere, Manuba, and Pavic all had solid games. Tim Binder and Cardozo didn't do much in their limited minutes. Asomo had a great game, being a major threat up top and scoring a great goal. However, he did miss a few chances. The best player of the match was Felipe Chavez, who scored a goal, was a constant threat on the right side, and was the primary outlet for Bischoff's long diagonal passes. Nathaniel Brown had limited minutes again. Besides having a few nice runs into the box, he didn't impact the game that much. Bara Ndiaye had a great game, first playing left wing and causing lots of chaos, and then playing left back and putting in some good tackles. His dribbling and defending is good but his passing and decision-making can be improved upon. Bayern defeated Aston Villa in a dominating fashion. Goals from Min Jae Kim and Luis Diaz put Bayern ahead. Villa were able to pull one back through João Gomes, but it wasn't enough. In the 37th minute, Bischoff delivered a free kick into the box from deep. The ball was headed by Min Jae Kim towards the far post into the bottom right corner. In the 66th minute, Diaz pulled off a few tricks on the left side of the box before laying it off for Stanisic. Stanisic's shot was saved by the keeper and the rebound fell to Arjan Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic's shot was also saved and later cleared away. In the 74th minute, Ibrahimovic switched the play to Diaz on the left side. Diaz went one-on-one before curling his shot into the right corner. In the 83rd minute, Bogard played the ball to João Gomes just outside the box, who toe-poked the ball past Neuer and into the right side of the net. These were my insights for the match. The first is that Villa were thoroughly outclassed. They seemed to have no plans on the ball, and off the ball they sat back and invited pressure. Their goalkeeper and Bayern's wasted chances helped keep the game close. Another thing that helped was most of the key players they had available were defenders: Lindelof, Torres, Marzan, and Cash. This was paired with the fact that, besides Luis Diaz, Bayern had to rely on inexperienced and out-of-position players for the attack. My second insight is that using players the right way can make a difference. There were two cases of this. The first and more obvious one was Konrad Laimer playing striker for Bayern in this game, when his natural position is a central midfielder or right back. He got a measly 5 touches on the ball, won 0 duels, completed only 1 pass, and was hooked at half-time. He was easily Bayern's worst player of the match, when usually he is a consistent performer. The second case of this is Pavlovic's good performance. After a dreadful World Cup under Nagelsmann, many fans doubted whether Pavlovic would be good enough to start this season. In this game he showed why being in a system that progresses the ball a lot is where he thrives. He won lots of duels, had a pass accuracy of 95% and essentially controlled things from midfield alongside Bischoff. The best players of the match were Tom Bischoff and Luis Diaz. Bischoff has been impressive during the entire preseason and is showing why he has a bigger role this season. He controlled things from midfield, getting an assist, creating multiple chances, being dangerous on set-piece deliveries, winning his duels, and contributing defensively. Luis Diaz made an immediate impact from the bench, bringing life into the game, and scoring a wonder goal. He played like it was a competitive match. Sacha Boey actually had a decent game, but it likely will not be enough to maintain a spot on the team. João Palhinha didn't do much off the bench. His future is likely at another club, but he has a slim chance to stay. Arjan Ibrahimovic had a rather lackluster performance. He did get an assist, but he missed a few chances. He will need to be further evaluated. Cardozo and Binder had decent games, but there is still room for improvement. Both deserve at least a loan to a quality Bundesliga side. Brown had a rather quiet game, but he did help progress the ball a bit at times. He still likely doesn't start over a fully fit Davies. Bayern defeated Leipzig 3-1 in a close contest. Luis Diaz opened the scoring early. Leipzig ramped up the pressure in the second half, and got the equalizer from Brajan Gruder. Bayern took control from there and saw out the game with goals from Nathaniel Brown and Jamal Musiala. In the 13th minute, Binder's pass was cleared away by a Leipzig defender, but the clearance was blocked by his own teammate. The ball fell kindly to Diaz inside the box, who curled the ball into the bottom right corner. In the 46th minute, Bakayoko played a 1-2 with Gruder outside the box. Bakayoko then fired a shot towards the top right corner, but Neuer was able to make a brilliant save. In the 52nd minute, Fink Graf played a cross from the left side which met Gruder, who volleyed the ball into the ground and it bounced into the top right corner. In the 57th minute, Pavlovic played a pass through the entire Leipzig defense to Brown at the edge of the box, who went one-on-one with the keeper and slotted the ball through the keeper's legs. It may have been offside, but VAR was unavailable in this match. In the 81st minute, Saibari teed it up for Musiala at the edge of the box, who shot the ball into the bottom right corner. These were my insights from the match. The first is that the 4-3-3 formation needs some work. Pavlovic and Kimmich played in a deeper pivot while Bischoff played as a hybrid centre mid, attacking mid. Bischoff was unable to impact the game in his position. He is more suited for a deeper role, and Bayern do not have the personnel to use a 4-3-3 anyways. My second insight is that Bayern have been struck by the injury gods again. After avoiding injuries the whole preseason, as soon Bayern got 3 players back from injury, Musiala, Saibari, and Davies, 4 more players got injured. Sacha Boey suffered cramps and Musiala appeared to have suffered from heat exhaustion. Both should be fine, but Kim and Lamers' situation appear to be more serious, and they are both key players. The best players of the match were Luis Diaz and Manuel Neuer. Luis Diaz was the main force in attack. Ibrahimovic was lackluster and Binder was trying to dribble too much. He also scored a great goal. Manuel Neuer made some crucial saves during a shaky performance from the defense. Sacha Boey had yet another impressive game. There could be a chance he will be on Bayern's squad this season, but he will have a small role. Arjan Ibrahimovic, however, had yet another lackluster game. Some may argue that Tim Binder or Macon Cardozo deserve the backup left-wing position over him. Tim Binder looked good, but he was trying to dribble too much and lost the ball a lot. Macon Cardozo looked dangerous in his limited minutes. Both could have a chance to be on the squad this season. Nathaniel Brown started with yet another quiet performance, but he grew into the game and scored a composed and well-taken goal. Saibari looked great in his limited minutes, and even got an assist. Bayern defeated Heidenheim 4-2 in a game of two halves. Heidenheim capitalized early on a counter-attack. Bayern later equalized from a Felipe Chavez free kick. Heidenheim took the lead again with a screamer of a long-range volley. Bayern equalized with an Ibrahimovic penalty. A lot of starters were subbed on in the second half, leading to goals from Luis Diaz and Nathaniel Brown. In the 5th minute, Bara Ndiaye tried to clear the ball away but accidentally passed it straight to Wagner, who went through on goal. Wagner slotted the ball coolly past Erbig into the bottom right corner. In the 25th minute, Felipe Chavez won a free kick just outside the box in a central area. He shot the free kick into the top right corner. The ball bounced off the bar and into the net. In the 44th minute, Bara Ndiaye cleared away a cross, but the ball fell to Nihus, who unleashed a rocket of a volley into the bottom right corner from just inside the box. In the 47th minute, Tim Binder dribbled past multiple defenders and was fouled in the box. Ibrahimovic stepped up and shot the penalty into the bottom right corner, just above the keeper's reach. In the 65th minute, Musiala pounced on a loose pass and drove forward, laying it off for Kane. Kane's shot was saved and the rebound was headed goalwards by Musiala, but the keeper comfortably caught it. In the 78th minute, Elias drove past multiple defenders and passed the ball into the center, where Diaz was able to stretch and tap it in. In the 84th minute, Brown cut inside from the right and slotted his low shot into the bottom right corner. These were my insights from the match. The first is that it was a classic duel between a high line and a low block. In the first half, Bayern were constantly caught out on the counter, one of which led to a goal. Heidenheim's low block was also resilient, making Bayern score 0 open play goals in the first half. My second insight is that the game changes truly appeared in this game. Elias and Diaz were very dangerous in the attack, with both getting a goal contribution. Kane also added his pinpoint long passes to the mix. The final Bayern team is starting to take place just ahead of the Super Cup. The best players of the match were Nathaniel Brown and Hiroki Ito. Nathaniel Brown defended well throughout the game, looked dangerous in attack, and scored a great goal. Hiroki Ito played the full game, was solid at the back, completed the most passes, and had a 98% pass accuracy. He was able to shut down a lot of counter-attacks. Sacha Boey had another decent game, blocking some counter-attacks and progressing the ball. As more time passes, the chance of him staying with the team for this season increases. Arjan Ibrahimovic didn't do much besides scoring his penalty. It was due to Heidenheim's low block, which crowded out the central areas. Macon Cardozo barely got involved in the first half, since Heidenheim crowded out the central areas. He moved to the wing in the second half and looked more dangerous, but his performance was pretty average. Felipe Chavez also barely got involved since he was drowned out in the central areas, but he did score a great free kick. Wisdom Mike didn't affect the game too much and he had an average performance. Tim Binder looked dangerous on the right wing and even won a penalty. Bara Ndiaye made an error leading to Heidenheim's first goal, but besides that he was very solid throughout the game. Saibari was unable to affect the game because of Heidenheim's low block. Nathaniel Brown was very bright. He defended well and was dangerous in attack, scoring his second goal in 2 games. These were the main takeaways from the whole preseason. The backup left-wing position is a real dilemma. The supposed backup to Luis Diaz, Arjan Ibrahimovic, has had a really poor preseason. Couple this with Musiala and Gnabry's fitness concerns, and there is a real issue. The only alternative is Saibari, who is also covering the attacking midfield position in Gnabry and Musiala's absence. Ibrahimovic may need more time, but things are not looking good. If Ibrahimovic doesn't improve before deadline day, an alternative player should be secured. Either a new signing, or a chance for Tim Binder or Macon Cardozo, who both impressed in preseason. The midfield still looks questionable. Bayern looks ready to rely on 18-year-old midfielder Bara Ndiaye as the fourth choice. Although he does bring a more box-to-box profile, which is different from the other midfielders, there are still questions as to if he's ready for a big role. He is good at defending and dribbling, but his passing can be improved. The midfield is also a bit inexperienced. Kimmich is the only midfielder over the age of 22. A midfielder who is good at defending was also needed, but it looks like Ndiaye would be that profile. Bayern are still lacking a large physical presence in the midfield after Goretzka left. One midfielder who is experienced, physical, and good at defending is João Palhinha, but it looks like he could be leaving the club due to wages and personal reasons. Sacha Boey has impressed during preseason, but nothing special to warrant a spot above Laymer or Stanisic at right back. Bayern is still trying to sell him, but the market for him is thin and there is a chance he could stay for next season. If he stays, he could help solve some issues in midfield. In the case of rotation or injuries, Boey could provide cover at right back, while Laymer is moved to midfield. The new signings Brown and Saibari impressed. Saibari only played around 50 minutes, but he was able to provide an assist and he looks comfortable in both a false nine role and at attacking midfield. Brown has impressed a lot in preseason. He looks ready to start, at least until Davies is fully recovered. He has scored 2 goals in his last 2 games. He is very versatile, and good both offensively and defensively. A few more youngsters that impressed were Felipe Chavez and Bastian Asomo. Chavez was able to score 4 goals in 4 games this preseason, including a wonder free kick. He is very versatile, being able to play on the wings and in midfield. He was probably the best youngster of the preseason. Asomo was able to use his physicality and good finishing to score 2 goals in 4 games. Thanks for watching my Bayern preseason recap for the upcoming 26-27 season.